and welcome once again to teach me how to cook. Now, I know you're wondering, but Dana, we've seen her before. Yes, I am still in the company of the wonderful chef Emily. She's invited us back.
Welcome back, guys. So we've adopted her. She lives here now.
I live here now.
She belongs to the kitchen.
Oh, I love that you say that. Because now I
back.
can eat all the food.
Please, I love cooking for people. So we're back, guys, with another dish. Sticking to the same concept, easy things in your kitchen. I know a lot of people say things in your kitchen and they're like, take out a truffle.
Yes. No, like I just have that lying in my kitchen. No.
Literal things in your kitchen, or at least things close enough in your supermarket. So today we're preparing a Gatsby.
Ooh.
So a Gatsby is just a messy sandwich.
Okay.
You throw in practically
anything
you want. You could go crazy. There are no limits to a Gatsby.
Okay.
Of course, we stick to our specific ingredients, but there are no limits. So join us, guys. Let's make a little cheat meal sandwich.
I love it. Stick around. We'll be right back with Chef Emily as we make her famous Gatsby.
Yes. Okay, we're back, guys. Starting with our Gatsby. What you want to get is a little piece of meat just for you, because this is a steak Gatsby. You want to get yourself a little piece of meat, just enough meat. You could get your meat from anywhere, guys. Go buy meat from the Kapana guys in single cutters. Go buy meat anywhere. What you just want is meat. The good thing is Namibia has excellent beef, so we don't have a problem. As you can see, it's already in a fillet. What we will do is get our salt. Let me get my salt here. I season my steak very basic. So what you want is a little salt. Or if you don't want to use salt, once more, here she is in the background, guys. You can use our trusty girl. Get our salt. Just put that on there. I like to finish one side at a time. And then some black pepper. You just want to put some black pepper on there. Some salt, some pepper. Just enough. I like to put on a little, like a lot. That's actually what I want to say. You know, just a little bit of pepper. Make sure it's well seasoned. Salt and pepper. Once more, like garlic and butter, like I said in our previous shows. I hope you guys watched. Yes, salt and pepper. Another great couple. If we can't trust anything else in this world, we can trust salt and pepper. So what you want to do again, this is just what I prefer to do, is pat those spices in. Just pat those spices in to make sure that they've all gone in there. Turn your steak around. Do the same thing to the other side. Like I said, just to make sure that everything is well seasoned. I like to do one side at a time. Again, some salt. Just get that salt in there. We don't want flavorless meat, guys. I love meat, but I love my meat with taste. And meat doesn't even need a lot. So back again with that pepper. Give it the same treatment, equality and all that. Give it that pepper, give it that pepper. I love it. Every time I'm back in the kitchen, I remember my mom, you know, because she's the one who taught me how to cook. So put that pepper in there. And then for this, I guess you could know my spices. A little bit of the traditional brine mix. Buy this spice, guys. Again, they haven't paid me, but Robertson's, just in case you're interested. So a little bit of our brine mix, just to get it in there, just to get those flavors. Or you can use our trusty Kapana spice. You can't go wrong with Kapana spice either, guys. That's our favorite girl. She keeps us going. Pat those spices in there. It looks gorgeous, guys. I know I'm weird for saying this, but it's raw, but it looks gorgeous. Get the other side too. Prep it. Just pat the slices in there because you want that flavor. Although this is going in the Gatsby, you want every element tasting good. You don't want any part with no flavor whatsoever. So same treatment, same treatment. There we go. We have our beautiful pieces of meat, well marinated and ready to be put on. There we go. You want your meat having color in it. There we go. Put it on a slightly higher heat. It's ready whilst that is prepping itself, let's cover our meat, guys, because let's keep things clean. Let's cover that up. Over here, just the rest of the ingredients for the Gatsby. Over here, we have, like I said, the Gatsby, you could throw anything on it. We thought, let's just play around with, like I said, anything in your kitchen, guys. So this will be our fries, our slap chips, guys. You know, we love slap chips here. Fries are good and all my slap chips smack. So slap chips, our boerewors, like our brie roll, and just a thick Russian, and then just whatever you want to throw in there, you know. Just get whatever ingredients, be creative, throw in whatever you want to do. So we'll get our heat ready on the stove. Let's see how it's going. It's still not ready, but it's almost there, guys. Like I say, gas saves lives. It's so fast. It's so fast. But it doesn't matter even if you don't have a gas stove. You saw how long it took to cook the hake before in the previous episode. Again, guys, have you been watching? Please go watch the episode. So it's sizzling. It's ready. You want it hot. And then you will take your pieces of meat. What you will do is, to prevent, people are so scared of oil splashing on them and everything, you place whatever you are putting in your, whether it's a full pot with oil or anything, place it facing outwards. So what you want to do is like lay down. You want to lay down. Listen to that sizzle, guys. My favorite sound in the world. You want to lay down once more. Get both pieces in there. They'll fit. Don't worry. Get yourself some tongs. And then what I like to do so that I get an even cook, because it's quite a thin piece of meat, is that I like to flip it every few minutes. It's not yet done, but just do a flip every few minutes. Look at that color we are getting already. We just want that color. Look at that color. So get your pieces of meat out. Place them on your plate. Get your pieces of meat out. Look at them. Look at them. She's a little bit thicker, so let's keep her in a little bit more. While she's finishing up, come back to your workstation. Let's keep things going. I like to cut up a little trick to make your food look prettier and look more fuller. Don't just cut in like little normal slices. Try a little diagonal so you get like something that looks a little bit different, guys. Cooking is just about how you present your food, and sometimes these things are very simple. So let's just cut up our Russian. Cut it up. We just want to get some of the slices out. We'll cut up the whole thing, guys. Everything goes into the Gatsby. Don't be stingy. The whole point of our kitchen is that we wanted to present like quality meals, full meals for an affordable price, you know? Because we've been eating in restaurants, we've been eating in places, no offense, restaurants, but sometimes you order a meal and then when you get it, you're like, is this what I spent my money on? It hurts. It hurts me. Let's get our piece of meat out. She is ready. Do you see that extra scarring we got on her because she's a little thicker? Let's get her out. Let's place her down. They are gorgeous. Look at that juice. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that juice, guys. You want your piece of meat juicy. Let's switch the stove off for now. The great thing about this is it's almost a one pot type of cooking. So we continue chopping up our sausage. What we want, we are chopping it up because we want to also put it back into the pan just to create some taste and some color onto it. Yes, it's a pre-made sausage, but you can still do something to it, guys. You don't just buy something and you're like, I'm just going to eat it the way it is. So let's put a little flavor on the Russian. Like, you know, like growing up, I would see the memes who would cook anything, or even in the service station, they would like deep fry their sausages or their Russians. They know what they're doing, guys. They were adding a little flavor to it. So we have it over there. Here we have our brie roll. Our stove is still on the same pan. Just switch it back on. What I like to do, because it's a non-stick pan, is let's just in case, because the steak was a little too juicy, okay, what you want to do is just go in there and pat it dry. You'll understand, you see. It's not dirt, but you also don't want it on your sausages. So I like to just come in, same pot, just wipe it down a little bit. That's the great thing about stainless steel, guys. I used to wonder why my mom has this Let's put this away for the trash. I used to wonder why my mom has this pots, you know, I don't know if your mothers have this pots that are just displayed that nobody gets to touch. And you're like, no, who gets to use this pot or this Tupperware or this whatever? It's like, no, those are my good pots. And I was like, what's a good pot? And then I learned my lesson, guys. They are good pots. So invest in a stainless steel pan. Maybe when you go in the shop, it will feel like, it's not worth it. But look at how seamless it is to cook with it. So please, guys, get yourself one. We've added some oil. We'll switch the heat back up. Not too high, just enough, just in the middle. What we are preparing is to cook our braai roll. So same thing, same seasoning, except we'll come back to our trusty girl aromat. You just want to put some flavor on it because like I said, we don't want something tasteless. And then once more, our favorite girl, some braai spice, because it's sweet, you know, like kapana spice is delicious, but then it has that tang and that saltiness to it. But then the braai spice is just the perfect combination. Get it, guys. Get yourself this braai spice. And the good thing is it can go on chicken, it can go, I know it says like beef, but nobody cares about those rules. Use the spices, use the fish spice on chicken, use whatever spice, just taste the spice and see, this will taste so good wherever. So season your sausage. Once more, we'll just rub that in there, just that we make sure it's there. Our pan is ready. She's actually way too ready. So this is a juicy sausage, so there might be a little splatter, but don't be scared of a little splatter. Like I say, you won't die, guys, and it will be well worth it. So get our sausage in there, just get it cooking, leave it in there. While that's prepping, once more, back to our cooking station. Proteins are done and we have no worries, we have no problems. There we go, your proteins are done. As you can see, I still left my heat on because like I said, I actually want to interchange these two. This one is on because I still want to fry up some onions and some peppers because everything tastes better with onions and peppers. Once more, look at the stainless steel pot. Guys, get a stainless steel pot. I can't repeat myself enough. Watch the show and get a stainless steel pot. Those are two things that you have to do. So clean this up, put it with our trash once more so that it doesn't get anything dirty. And then you will come back here. What I want to do is just put a little heat on my green peppers and onions. I want them to remain almost like in a salsa type of consistency, but I still want them a little bit softer. So back again, we have here some chopped up peppers, onions, all flavors. I like to do a mix of peppers because I love to see the colors, guys. Peppers actually just grow as one thing. Another tip, peppers just grow as one pepper and then they change color. But they still taste different to me and I still love to see the little colors. So some peppers and onions, just a little bit. Then we put it in here. Listen to that sizzle. Like I said, we'll do it like a little salsa consistency, but I want them a little al dente. I don't want them too raw. So that's why I'm doing that. Let's get a spatula out. My other spatula is soaking, so get yourself two spatulas too, guys. So let's get those in there. I like to start them off first with a little cooking, and then I'll add my salt or whatever seasoning I'm putting. As you can hear, the oil for the slap chips is getting ready, or fries if you're watching this from another country. Slap chips is what we Africans here, or the Southern African people like to call, like thick cut chips, and it sticks to the paper. It tastes different. I can't explain this enough. So in case you're watching from another place, please, slap chips is just like a thicker cut chip. So as you can see, they are cooking down. Okay, guys, we are about to put our slap chips in. Everybody gets scared. They run away a little. But what I like to do is, in case you're scared of the oil splattering, what you can do is throw in your whole batch, or what you can do to protect your face or whatever, if you're so scared, just put in a little batch like this and then close it up. once it will quiet down. The oil just, after it gets used to the first batch, it's perfectly fine. Open it up, you see, she's quiet, guys. No violence happened. I see people jump on counters or do the most just to add in their fries. So we are back. Let's add that. So sprinkle a little because she of the gas stove. So, but we have to continue, guys. We have to continue, or let me make it easier. The other trick that I say, get yourself a smaller bowl and then, but I will just do it all at once. If you just throw it all in at once and then close your stove. What now we will do is cut up the rest of our raw veggies. What you want to do is get yourself a cucumber. I love cucumbers, guys. Like I said, get yourself a cucumber. Get like a significant amount. Wipe your knife down. Always keep everything clean, guys. I think this will be enough. Cut your cucumber up. Get yourself a tomato. So get your fresh tomatoes. Okay, chop them up, cut up this side too. Like I said, you never have enough of veggies. I'm a promoter of veggies, guys. We are back, guys. Our slab chips is ready. You want to get, some people will like it crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Then other people are like, no, slab chips must just be soft or must just be, do it whichever way you like, guys. Do it whichever way you prefer. It's like the debate of Huawei and Hawaii or whatever it is. Or worst of all, Worcestershire sauce. Who knows what that is? So I like to make mine. Why I like a little shallower fry is so that I get a combination of both. So as you can see, we've prepped here a colander with some kitchen paper just to absorb that oil. So when you do a little shallower-ish fry, you get a combination of the crispy and the soft so that everybody gets whatever they prefer in that combination. So let's get these out. Let's just get them out. Like I said before, those who are watching from outside and don't know what a slab chips is, like I said, it's mushy. It gets a little mushy, as you can see. So that's why it's a slab chips, the cut. And I don't know whether it's the cut that makes that little mushiness or I don't know what it is. Maybe us people from Southern Africa we're just going on about something that's really not as different, but it tastes different. It tastes different to us. So get your chips out. Get it all out. I like to use tongs so that it's just as less oil as possible. That's what the kitchen towel is for. That's what the tongs are for. Get every last bit out. Every last bit out, guys. No wasting. I know it seems a little tedious, but get everything out because you'll regret spices aren't just lingering on the table or on the counter like we are cooking, but we don't want to be messy. So just place it. There's my cutting board in here, guys, so don't worry, it's not just naked in there. Let me get my vinegar. I used to use actual vinegar, but then I'm like, salt and vinegar seasoning, done. You don't need any extra things. So start off with your salt and vinegar seasoning. So you get that vinegary taste. So you also get that. So it seems like it's a lot, but it's not as crazy as you think. After that, we continue. We were starting off with our bride girl. Let's finish her off. Let's do that. It's also for color, but it's also for that. It has a little sweet taste. You can taste your spices while they are raw. It's good to taste your spices so that you know what I should put in. And it also allows, when you know flavors, it allows you to play around in the kitchen and to do whatever you want. So taste your spices. So this has a little sweetness to it. It's not just a dry spice. So it's really good. So put that in there. You get color and then some potato spice. Do it too, guys. It just gives a nice flavor. I like my slab chips seasoned. This looks like a lot of spice, ma. Trust me, guys, it's perfect. Another little bit, and then we get in there. So why I like to use the colander is because it's more efficient. You just mix them up. Simple, guys. You don't need all that extra kitchenware some fries will scatter. Just season them up, season them up, season them up. Perfect. Just to make sure everything is evenly distributed so that your fries have some color, they have some everything. So you just don't want, I know now you guys have not seen me taste anything. You're like, oh, how is she cooking? I'll watch MasterChef and they wouldn't taste sometimes they wouldn't taste the meal. And I'm like, once you've been cooking for such a long time, guys, the ancestors will tell you it's enough and it tastes good. So I'll taste the fries though, because I hate, once they cool down, they are not as easy to put any flavor in anymore. So nobody wants flavorless chips. So I'll tell who. Mr. Fly.
Oh,
Who is your boss?
who are you working for?
Please. How much do they pay you?
She can double it.
Please. I'll offer you more. Okay. Let's go back to our filling. And then come in, some sauce. Still some more sauce. And then a little bit of that steak. There we go. A little bit of those nuggets.
And that wraps up another delicious episode of Teach Me How to Cook. Today we had the absolute pleasure of spending time in the heart of Emily's kitchen, a hidden gem that's all about rich flavors, heartfelt stories, and food that tastes like home. A big thank you to the amazing team here at Emily's Kitchen for letting us into their space and, of course, into their story. And a big thank you to you for watching. I am Diana Master, and this has been Teach Me How to Cook, where every episode feeds the soul. Until next time, stay curious, stay hungry, and don't forget to grab a takeaway on your way home. Bye!